Stay forceful, stay determined, stay focused, and believe. Believe in what you can achieve.
Kingmakers of Oakland was having their spring forum, and I had an opportunity to go to the Man Up and to walk in this space and see nothing, and I mean nothing but Black males, Black brothers, young brothers, older brothers, all the different generations, and then to see my teacher. And the teacher who transformed my life was my first introduction to Kingmakers. And so I was like immersed in all of this like brilliant Black boy everything. I remember them doing affirmations, and I remember crying because to see and I'm gonna start crying now, to see these little Black boys believe that they were important and they were special meant a lot to me. I think that transformed how I thought about the work that we have to do here in San Francisco.
Yeah. If you black, you should know where you going, where you been, where you at. They gon' say a lot of things, but it ain't all facts. All facts, that's facts. We all start from somewhere, so we got.
Black children in San Francisco have many challenges. We're looking at a population that has been dwindling. We have 4,708 identified Black children in this district. What I believe is that if our children don't first believe that they deserve to be in that classroom, if they're not seen in the classroom, and if they don't build up the skills to be in a safe learning environment where they can advocate for themselves or they can navigate their own learning, then we won't get to those student outcomes. The most important factor is the quality of education they receive, and that comes from a Black educator. But what we've learned is that Black educators themselves are facing anti-Blackness, not feeling served, and feeling as if they are holding the weight of the world on their shoulders. Finding teachers in general is hard, but making sure that we can recruit and retain Black teachers has been a struggle here.
Be able to navigate through a system inside of a system, especially looking like myself. So it's been a struggle, but I grew up in this community as well too. So I think I feel like I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I feel this school has gave me a voice. I feel like they gave me a bunch of opportunities where like I could go speak out, such as this one, and like voice my opinions. There's a lot of group conversations, like class conversations about like the curriculum, and that's where I feel like I can learn best.
Looking at it not only through the eyes as a Black child, but seeing this educator with skin like mine, right? I probably would have loved going to school.
Where was this at when I was in elementary or middle school? They go across the board, whether you Black, whether you brown, male, female. Just having this chance to share this information is critical. It's critical.
These students aren't divested in education. They just need a curriculum and a teacher that they actually care about, and then they start to care about education.
It gave me a lot of like insight about who I am as a person. Like taught me to like think the deeper questions, like what's outside of high school? Like what do I want to do after these 4 years? What do I want to do when I become an adult? Like what do I want for my life?
I would say confidence, if anything, is one of the most important metrics to pay attention to, because that determines if a student is buying into the classroom or not. And it also determines whether a student even sees themselves as a learner. And if they don't see themselves as a learner, then they don't want to be a part of the classroom.
Jalen came a really long way, man. Jalen was really quiet at first. It's good to see him tapping in his potential, you know, applying to colleges. Just to see his growth and his journey. It's been a pleasure for me, man.
Mr. West, man, I love him, bro. He my mentor for real. We be having our ups and downs, but he like family to me. He's a coach. Like, he teaches me a lot of stuff outside of school, like just as a person, how to move, you know?
To any young man that hasn't realized that they are a king, I hope that somebody takes the time and hangs in there with you until you do.
I would say the biggest difference between how traditional education measures student success and how COOL measures success is that we're not just trying to measure numbers. We're really trying to get a grander idea of who they are as a person, and so that we can serve all facets of their life, not just their educational life, but we want to address the spirit and the confidence to raise them up.
You don't see too many brothers that's teachers. You don't see too many brothers that's out here really wanting to be in the classroom. You don't see too many brothers that's really out here just in the trenches working with these kids. So just having the MCI and just having a class like this, it's definitely a great experience to be a part of this program.
So when we think about the toxic pond that our children are swimming in, cleaning up that pond means how are we strengthening our educators? How are we addressing and calling out anti-Blackness in this district? And once we can clean up that pond, once we can change the ecosystem for our young folks, then what are we doing to engage them? What are we doing to affirm them and to help them see themselves? And so that's what Kingmakers of Oakland, Mastering Cultural Identity, and helping young brothers see themselves so they can be their greatest selves, so they can navigate this school district and so they can produce the outcomes that they deserve.
My name is Glenn Bell.
I am Jalen Higgins.
My name is Jeremiah.
I am Mr. West.
My name is Latisha Erving.
And this
And this
And this
And this
And this
is my portrait.
is my portrait.
is my portrait.
and this is my portrait.
Cause I can tell you about Nat. He heard God talking back, told him you can't let him keep you where you at, so he had to fight back. Gave it to him straight like that, just so I could tell you in a rap. And what about Maya? She had to live through the fire. She felt the pain, the desire. Cage birds gon' sing, let your wings take you higher. Still I rise, I don't believe in the liars. In my eyes, I got the means to inspire. Life doesn't frighten me, cause I know I'm the flyest. Son of Osiris, praise to the most highest. I mean, we could take it to before the colonizers. Mansa Musa took a caravan across the desert sands just so he could see the world.